Hello, it's Etharal here, and today I am going to be playing some more of the Mount and Blade A Clash of Kings mod, or the Game of Thrones mod. So I have been playing as the character Damian Huntsman, who has actually just leveled up. I'd completely forgotten about that. So let's have a look. Let's see. We're going to get our charisma up, I think. Actually, no. Yes, no, yes, no, yes. Let's get our charisma up, just basically to try and get as many men. I want to try and get that leadership. It is a case now that I'm starting to feel the pressure of having, so many guys. They're not cheap, to say the least, really. And let's put our surgery up. Don't really need that at the minute. We're not losing anybody, but still always a helpful one to have there. So we have been steadily going around. I've skipped ahead a good couple of days, and I will just show you actually my character here. So I've managed to come into a fair bit of money. I will admit I did win a tournament. I did not record it because I was not expecting to win it. The tournaments in this game are interesting to say the least, and in this mod they are absolutely brutal. You're really probably not going to win them, but by sheer chance I did happen to win them. I got through the first couple of rounds, and I thought, I'm going to keep betting on myself. I'd seem to get really lucky and get into some teams that were decimating people. Managed to get past the big areas, when you've got sort of 6-7 people per team and 3 or 4 teams, and I managed to get to the point where I was just doing 1-on-1 fights or 2-on-2 fights, and once you get to that point, the tournaments, they do get considerably easier. So I managed to get a big windfall of money, and so I've managed to get ourselves some new armour. Stubborn Dothraki Courser, no armour, but decent speed and manoeuvrability. Finally past that point, and I have gotten some Volantis style armour. So we've got our scale mail and open top helmet. Managed to get some scale mail gauntlets. Haven't got any better boots yet, and I actually managed to find an arming sword from a fight that I did. So we're just going to go into this. We're going to take out these pirate captains, and we are going to charge them down. Not the pirate captains, just general pirates, and we are going to take them down. Here is my force. It has gotten a little bit bigger, as you can see. I have managed to basically get it up to the point where we got, well, there's myself and there's 20 horseback riders, so, smaller fights like this, we are pretty much decimating through them. I'm just going to show you this horse, the difference here you can see of just how quickly I am going. When you've got a Dothraki horse that's actually mounted, it is really nice, and I've got a good bit of speed behind it. So the main things that we're aiming to sort of do at the minute is we're trying to kill as many people to start getting our first merchant enterprise. As I've mentioned in the past, that is our goal, to get a merchant enterprise, to be able to then use that merchant enterprise to, fund going back to Westeros and hopefully establishing ourselves as a king of Westeros. Where in Westeros we do go, I don't know. I haven't made that decision yet, but if anybody has any suggestions of where they might like me to go, then please do be sure to let me know. And I'm pretty much happy wherever. I'm thinking Dawn at the minute, because they do tend to have quite light armoured guys, so they'll be quite good for heavy hitting, especially with cavalry when these guys all run in. But if there's any other ones anybody else would like to see me go against, then do be sure to let me know for that. So there we go, we managed to get those, managed to kill 3 people myself as well. And what have we got here? Novosi guys. I'm not going to get any of those. I don't want any of them in a shield, which is, well, I was hoping for a little bit more than that. I'm not going to go after those guys, the 23 mounted macemen. I think that couldn't, that one could cause a little bit of a problem if we did try to go after those. I am deliberately as well avoiding any of the, actual faction people. So Maya here. We are wanting to maybe work for Volantis a little bit in the near future, but for the minute we're not going to do that. We're just going to sort of travel around. We do have found needing to sort of travel further and further afield each time, basically just because it seems like we've actually cleared this out of quite a fair few bandits. So let's actually try moving up to the north on the eastern continent and see what's up there. Go up to sort of the Pentos area and things like that. Force here, we are really fast. I mean, if we do come into any problems where we lose some guys, however, it's going to be a long trek back down, but there we go, some escaped slaves. We can easily outrun them. It's the advantage of having an all-cavalry force, is that you can very, very easily just move in wherever you want and, be able to run pretty much anybody down. It's one of the things that I'm trying to do for this one, is have a purely mounted force. I think that really will be quite heavy hitting if we can get a load of these. I do need to work on trying to get, it's about going to be looking at needing to get 10,000 gold. Well, I'd say actually probably close to about 12,000 gold before I can set up my first merchant enterprise, being a blacksmith shop. Just the reason why 12,000 is they do cost about 10, but I want to, you know, have that little bit of a safety net for myself as well, so that way when we do get that, we can, you know, we can support our forces, and, you know, we're not going to go bankrupt and start, you know, having guys desert us and get annoyed at us and things like that, while that thing is waiting to be set up to start generating some money. To be able to currently get it to a point where we're going to be making profit, we're going to probably need close to around about 25,000, I'd say. That way we can get sort of, you know, 2 good ironworks or silks works, or, you know, something which is going to, you know, make us a good bit of money, and at the same time be able to, you know, support our forces while we are waiting for those forces to actually, you know, get somewhere. And I'm gonna just, you know, keep doing that. I will admit as well, I have actually just started to read the first book. I've never read the books, I will admit. I've only actually, you know, you know, watched the TV series. It's how I got into it, as I think it's safe to say a lot of people did. And, you know, I've actually started reading it. It's interesting, and I'm curious to see, particularly in the later books, the differences between the books and the TV series. As I understand, over the series it does become increasingly different, and curious to see about that one and see how everyone does go. I mean, I've spoiled some of the, you know, the mysteries. Oh, well, not spoiled because I didn't know about them and I've still gotten to enjoy those mysteries, but there are apparently quite, you know, a few of those, and there are some stuff which is different, which is going to be some interesting stuff to see. But anyway, back to the actual game itself anyway, though, getting there a little bit distracted with the source material. And so back in the game, there we go, managed to take down these slaves. They weren't really worth very much. I mean, there's 11 of them killed. We've suffered no damages. And so we've got a little bit here. We'll manage to make a little bit of money off these. Nothing too major. And what have we got? We've got 72 coins there. So let's see if we can't, well, we can upgrade all of these. So let's put 1, 2, 1, 1, and... So let's have a look. I'm going to try and keep it for 2 for 1. So 2 melee guys for every 1 actual, you know, ranged archer. Just because the ranged archers, that's as far as they can go. To the mounted volunteer archers, they're not really anything massively useful. And that is something that I will probably need to start looking at getting some infantry, crossbowmen or something, for when I do want to start looking at sieging some castles. But for the minute, let's have a look. So we have 9. Let's move those up to there. So that's 9, 14, so I need 7 of those. There we go. And so we have now got our force all sorted and nice and balanced. And so let's continue to move to the north. So where should we head up to? I think we'll head up to Pentos. So which way? Oh, 11 pirates. No, pirates, no, don't go to the sea. Don't go to the sea. We don't want you to go to the sea. We're going to chase them and hope that they manage to dock. Come on, are they going to dock? Yes, they are. And now is the time to get them. Come on, catch those pirates. There we go. And so charge straight into the enemies. We're not going to do anything big and fancy with setting things up or anything like that, I think. So let's charge them down. Map, not terrible. There's not very much sort of trees in that, which is what I'm worried about. You know, trees, when you get into forested areas, that's when cavalry forces become a lot less effective in this game, because the AI pretty much just tries to run straight forward and things like that, and they seem to not realise to move out of the way when they see a tree incoming, and then they get blocked up against it and lose all of their sort of their speed moving forward, which is not really as good, because that's one of the big advantages with your speed bonds when you go first charging in. Oh, no, you move out of the way. Right, and charge down into the side of these guys, and of course charge straight past them. And so you are going to, yep, there we go, managed to take him down with a plus 94 speed bonus. Now that's what you want to be seeing. You, oi, no, get back here. There we go. Take him out as well. Show these guys exactly what it is we're made of. And so spin round and, oh, you, no, stop hitting that guy's horse. There we go. And take him down as well. Managed to get a decent few kills finally. It's mainly, I think, attributed to this horse. You will notice I do have a better horse. I did manage to get a horse, but it had the maneuverability, but it was still quite slow. I've since managed to get a better horse, which has managed to get me enough to be able to, you know, move quickly and as well have the maneuverability that I want as well. So that's pretty much, that's gone spot on for how we wanted it to there. So, oh, what are these? Pirates again, but they are in the forested area, so Should we? Yeah, actually, let's go and take those out, and I'll show you what I did mean by the whole, you know, when you get into forests and the disadvantages of using cavalry in a forested area. So we've got 21 against their 7. Oh, strangely, this still does seem like it's not a massive forested area, which is quite good, but it is very hilly. So this is not an ideal map for a cavalry force, but, you know, it could be an awful lot worse still at the same time. You will notice, well, it is raining. I do believe there is an effect, if I remember rightly, rain does actually slow down your horses. Just makes everything a little bit heavier, slows down movement, which generally not too much of a problem, but you will notice these lances here, they do have a slight problem. When they're going up, you know, it's going up hills and it's raining, it slows them down that much. They can't actually do their couching damage, which is where their big main thing comes from. Couching damage, you know, you're doing like 200-300 damage at any one time. It's very nice to get to do. And so let's go through, and not as much as we would have liked there, but we've still managed to. No, stop trying to hit me. There we go. Stop trying to hit my horse, actually would be more accurate. Oh, come here. Come here. There, no. Stop, don't block it. There you go. That's why you need to die, not try and block my hits. And so, these guys are managing to go pretty well. What's going on behind me? Sorry, my two cats are play fighting. There we go. So, we managed to take these guys down. Again, no casualties on our end. I have gotten the surgery skill, as you saw earlier on, just as a bit of a precaution more than anything. Somebody's managed to lose their horse. But, you know, it doesn't seem like we are needing the surgery skill at the minute. And then I think next one I may get at some point will be the wound treatment one. Let's see, what can we get from these guys? Not an awful lot. I would really like to try and get more stuff and, you know, actually be able to then use it. And what do we get? We got 118 coins, and apparently we can. So let's get up to that. Yeah. So let's get that, and then I think again I'm going to split it of, you know, 2 of those for every one of those again. So with those I now need to get sort of 5 mounted macemen. I think will be in the next day. Well, actually, the macemen can't go any further, whereas these guys can go to mounted volunteer skirmishers. So they will be what we will be getting next at some point. We'll see how that actual chain does go, and we've got all of our mounted archers. So we're in a nice position here. And broken men, elite skirmishers. We could go after them, but we're not going to. We are going to go to Pentos. We are going to sell our stuff. Oh, this guy's got a decent bit of coin, so that's good. Let's see how much money we can make from those few fights. 700, so decent bit of money. We're doing perfectly fine for food as well. The cheese is about to run out, so let's go to the goods and see if we can't pick up some extra. Well, we can pick up some apples. So +5. Yeah, I think. Exquisite grapes. Basket of fruit. Basket of apples. Let's get some apples. There we go. So that's us sorted for that, and we have made our way up to Pentos now. So from here, I may continue moving further up and go up to Bravos, although the Pentos area here looks like this will be excellent for my actual cavalry force. It's a nice big open plain, so we'll see if we can't get some fights up here, and I think that will be a good advantage for us. So I'm going to leave it there for today, so thank you very much for watching. I've been Etharal. If you do want to see more of these videos and get your notifications for when they are coming up, do be sure to hit that subscribe button down below or to the side. And so thank you very much for watching. I've been Etharal here at EGen, and I shall catch you next time.